Dhammaset in brief so that they can tell what they are doing. So after that, we will discuss, we will go to main discussion. I will be moderator. I will give some question in rotation to the panelists. And then after that, we will have the 3 questions or 3 or 4 questions. After that, we will open the floor to the audience. After that, maybe at the time, we will be nearly 10 p.m. Then we are going to, before we close our program, I would like to request from our panelists very, how to say, the precious gift present, like a remark, beautiful work or inspiring speech, something like this. After that, we will close our program by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. So I would like to invite you all to open our International Buddhist Online Forum by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Okay. According to item number 2, I would like to invite first our senior Seattle, Venerable Namasara. Would you like to introduce first yourself, what you are doing, what types of missionary work you are contribute? You introduce yourself to the audience, Venerable.
Me first?
Yeah. No, just introduce your role in your academy and your activity now we stay. Your organization, what you're doing. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, everyone. I'm currently now staying at the Mangalay, Myanmar, as a academic staff in Buddhist Academy Mangalay right now. As a academic staff right now. This is my position right now, and I'm also establishing the Maria Foundation as a founder and CEO, currently running right now. Today, I'm very honored to be here with you at Tuagu International Buddhist Online Forum to join as a panelist. So, everybody, nice to meet you all.
Okay. Second, I would like to invite Buddha Seattle, Venerable Dr. Huyen Shran. Please introduce yourself.
Once again, thank you very much, Venerable Bishuddha. So, as always, it's such an honor for me to be with such wonderful venerables from Myanmar, from Uganda, from Laos, and pretty much from all over the places. And my name is Dr. Uyen Singh, and as you might be aware that I'm from Bhutan. In fact, Bhutan is one of the tiniest country in Asia, and Bhutan is geographically, share the border with China and India. We have south to India and the north to, China. And yeah, the Bhutan has been being kind of the the player of promoting the happiness in the world. So which I will be explain more as we are as we are having question and answer section. And currently, what I've been doing is that I'm a lecturer at International Buddhist Studies College, which is under Mahachula Longkornraj Vidyalaya University in Thailand. And I've been giving lectures on the Mula Madhyamaka Karika, which is by Nagarjuna, Venerable Nagarjuna. I think many of the Venerable might have heard of that. And another subject that I'm giving is giving the lecture on is that Abhidhamma Kosha, which is by Venerable Vasubandhu. And then, of course, the Vajrayana Buddhism, which, supposedly myself being, specialized. So these are the pretty much thing that I've been doing. And then if you guys are more curious about it, then we can have discussion later. Okay, thank you, Venerable.
Okay, thank you, Venerable. The next Venerable Sayadi, please introduce yourself.
Good evening, all of the venerables, respected one of the venerables, and my brothers and sisters. I'm from Laos. I recently living in Vientiane, the capital city of Laos. But originally I'm from the south of Laos. So very, very nice to meet you all here. I'm a teacher at the Buddhist college here. It is we call Sankha College. Ong Tu Sankha College. Ong Tu is the name of my temple, the name of the biggest Buddha image in the temple. So the name, the college named after the Buddha statue here. I have been living here for over 20 years. Firstly, I study at this college, and then after that, I teach here. Yeah, until now. Yeah. My field of teaching is we call here Dhamma in English, which means Buddhism in English, and sometimes I teach other kinds subjects like ICT, literature, and sometimes about basic Pali language.
Okay.
So thank you very much for inviting me to join this program.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Venerable. And next, Venerable Pandita, please introduce yourself. Your role.
Hello, everyone, laymen, laywomen, and bandits from several country. I would like to say hello, and I'm very happy to see you together. I'm Pandita. I was born, my native town is Neburo, and also I learned Pariyati for 20 years in Tagida, Rango. And also for 7 years, I was a student from Citigu International Buddhist Academy, South Dago, Yangon. And also 2023, I arrived Uganda. And also here, I am just a normal monk, not special monk. Here, just like a village abbot, just like a village abbot, Myanmar, and just teach novice monk and novice nun, and also accepting some visitor from around the world, and also teaching meditation method, not too much, just on just visit way, and also addition, I am just leading morning meditation, evening meditation. If we have some visitor, I just accepting and explaining what is Buddhism, why we are being Buddhism, and also what is our aim as a Buddhist, and also here Uganda. This is my position at the Uganda Buddhist Center, and also not please regard as me just a normal monk, regular monk, no special monk. Some people overrated me. That time I was shy. Hey, you are special monk. You are no. I'm just a regular monk, just not a different monk from others. So now I am very happy to share my thought on the Tawagu International Forum. So that's all. This is about myself. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Venerable. This is we can say Tawagu Forum. Okay, actually, we need International Buddhist Online Forum. The purpose of to create International Buddhist Nawa. Okay, thank you very much, all Venerable Speaker. Today, let's go to our topic. Today, our topic is the guardians of the world, strategic innovation for contemporary problem solving. So in this regard, I just want to hear the definition of the guardians of the world from the different perspective from different country. So I would like to give the floor, this first question to the Venerable Dhammasara, Dhammapriyaya Foundation founder. So how do you define this guardian of the world? We say in Bali, Loka Bala Dhamma, from your background, from your Buddhist perspective, one observing your perspective and your respective country today, now in Myanmar. So what are the current moral indicator and where is the need for protection most urgent? About 5 to 10 minutes.
Thank you very much, Risota. Thank you for your invitation for International Buddhist Online Forum to engage with the international personality from the various fields, especially from the Buddhist field of the Buddhism. And it's very pleasure to be here right now. The topic itself is today the most outstanding topic so far I know in your online forum. I think this is one of the thought-provoking topic we can deal with. We have to deal with today. But I'm very pleased to get to consider the nature and the definitions of the guardians of the world from especially from Buddhist perspective, and especially from Myanmar perspective as well. As a Myanmar, we have very long history in our country, even before we call them Burma or whatever. So we have a long history. We have nearly hundreds millions of years living species are living. We have the fossils from 99 millions of years. Fossil also we have we also have the around 40 or 50 million years of primate civilization also, and then we also have over 10,000 years of human settlements in our region, especially nowadays we call Myanmar. And then later we have the few civilization and other kingdoms and dynasties hundreds of years ago. We have very long history. But uh, when we start the human civilization in our country, now we call it Myanmar, we might have such kinds of nature as a human to 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 be to establish the standard human civilization after primate to human human civilization. So to transfer it to evolutions of human civilization is sometimes very difficult to understand. But we have at least long history in our country. So even here today, when we talk about the guardians of the world from Myanmar perspective, since uh, we start the human civilization in our country, in the regions of Myanmar area, so we might have some standards for the civilization from inner layer of our standards and outer sheet of our standards we might have. But when we trying to understand the Buddhist perspective in our country, we might realize that there's a two types of guardian from the Buddhist perspective. That is what we call is the Hiri and Ottappa. So this is in Pali terms. But from my perspective, the Hiri is kind of the inter guardian of our human society, our human civilization. But Ottappa is the kind of the outer sheath of human civilization. One we built our civilization, we built with two types of code. Two types of code. One is the inner layer of the human society civilization, and another one is the outer layer of human civilization. First, we build our moral code for ourselves, and then second, we build for our society. We build the moral code for our society to look after each other, self and society. Self and society to combining the two sides. Self is the individual nature of inner psyche, and then the society is the outer layer of the civilization. So in two sides depend on each other. Depend on each other. From the self side, we have to build the inner layer of the code, moral code. From society, we also have to build the outer sheet of the building our civilization. We build with Buddhist. That's what we call the guardians of the world or guardians of the human civilization. I can say this. Sometimes when we say the war, it is a little bit it doesn't really mean that. So what I want to explain is what I want to express is the human civilization country studying from the goal inner layer of the heavy coat and inner layer of the heavy coat force layer self cover and outer layer we use the Ottappa for the society. So combining together heavy and Ottappa, our civilization survived 6 billion years ago. Millions years ago. But actually, when the Buddhism state is not million years ago, it is only just hundreds years ago. But even from the beginnings of the 100 years ago, we start with the Hiri and Ottappa, the inner code of self and Ottappa, outer layer of the outer sheet of the society. Combining two together, we believe that our civilization will sustain for a long time. This is what I understand when we see the Hidi and Ottava, the inner layer of self and outer layer of the Ottava, outer layer of the society. They are combining each other, they are helping each other, and they are mixing each other, and then we build our society. We build, this is what we call the human civilization. This is not the highest level of the civilization. It is the foundations of the human civilization. Hiri and Ottava, inner layer of self and outer layer of society. So this is what I understand when we see the Buddhism and Buddhist perspective and human civilization in our country. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Venerable Dhammasara. Yeah, it is important in set first and second other. Thank you so much. We will come back again. The second, I would like to ask a question, Venerable, from Buddha, Dr. Uyen. Can you clarify how do you understand the guardians of the world? What is it the most urgent needed in your country about the guardians of the world?
Once again, thank you very much, Venerable, for giving me this opportunity. Well, I'm guardian of the world. So when it comes to that one, we have to me, there's a question that pops in my mind is that, what kind of what kind of problem the world is facing, and then how are you gardening in order to address that problem? So these are the questions that kind of occur in my mind. And then to answer that question, there are a whole lot of problems in this contemporary society. For example, yes, there is a war going on between the countries, and especially the Middle East, the war is going on, and then because of that war, the entire world is suffering from that war. At least, in terms of economy, right? And forget about that, because that's pretty much about geopolitics. And we, as a Buddhist monk or the monastic figure, there's nothing much we can do about it. We cannot go to the government office and then advise everybody, all the governor officials, at that office. We cannot go to the military camp and then advise them not to kind of give up all their weapons and stuff like that. We cannot really do that. And when it comes to that one, yes, there might be kind of the indirectly that we can contribute to the officials who are actively involved with that war, but there's nothing much we can do in terms of direct sort of involvement. And the thing that we can contribute to the society to challenge their problems, that especially the problem like the family problem, for example, the problem between the father and mother, the family between the couple, the problem between the couple, problem between father and the son and the stepfather, and so on, right? And again, not to mention that one of the worst problem, especially because of the modernization created by the modernization, is that mental health, which is very, very critical, especially among the youth society. The youths are dealing with the societal thought because of their because of the lacking of their kind of the, how can I say, the proper solution. And then people are suffering from depression, anxiety, stress, and whole lot of negative emotions. People are going through that one. And then to me, so these are what I understand as the problem of the contemporary society. And then when it comes to that kind of problem, especially the problem that involves with the society or the family level, and we as a Buddhist monk, I definitely believe that we have potential to contribute to them, in order to address that kind of problem. And I'm pretty sure Venerable second question might be what are the problem? We already asked that question, but what would be the solution to that question? I mean, what would be the solution to that problem? So maybe the Venerable might ask later, but if you have, if you're not going to ask it, I'm going to address that one a little bit right now. So to address
Okay.
such kind of problem, then what we can do is that we have mindfulness, right? Compassion, sympathetic, the sympathetic joy, right? So which basically regarded as the four Brahma Vihara. I think based on this special Buddhist principles, we can just pretty much address all types of problem. And then the reason why people going through the depression and the mental health crisis is because people mind is kind of due to the lacking of the mindfulness, right? And what is the why there is a kind of conflict between the family or the communities, and this is all because of lacking the four Brahma Viharas, because there is no compromisation, there is no understanding, and because due to lacking the understanding and compromisation, then there is no love, there is no kindness, there's no compassion towards each other. And then if you have all of that qualities, then I believe that we can. There's no problem that we cannot address, and that is probably the reason why we Buddhist monks regarded ourselves as the guardian of the world. To the help the society, right? So yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. So thank you so much, Venerable.
Thank you. We will come back again, Pandey. Yes, surely we will deal with again this your issue. And then next, Venerable Sayadi from Laos, when you define the guardians of the world from your perspective. Venerable Sayadi, and you said, if you don't mind, turn on with you. Maybe he will be far away from. Okay. Just wait. Venerable Pandita, when you take place in this now, this question.
Okay. Nice to see you again. For me,
Oh, okay.
cannot
Just
hear.
wait. Cannot hear. No, you unmute yourself, Pandey.
Maybe even mute he can hear. Maybe internet problem or device problem, something.
Okay, Pandey, just wait. We will go fast. Maybe the time where the side. Okay, Pandey,
Okay.
you.
Should I continue?
Yeah.
Yes, I like just like last week is Sarah Dr. Ananda Chara. He said he is not representing any society, any group. I like that word. Thank you for that word. Even me, my opinion, my speech is not representing any group, even not Uganda Buddhist Center. I'm just myself. How can I say, a freelance, right? I'm not representing the Ugandan Buddhist Society. I just present myself. So in 2019, Sri Lanka might be what is this? I wrote Loga Bala, Hiri Odaba, right? This is my yeah. This is my book. That time I wrote about discrimination, right? And also here I face about some discrimination. It is that discrimination can destroy our world. I believe that. I believe discrimination and also tribalism, mostly tribalism. I hate that. And also I don't believe any tribe can save the world because as the miracle of Buddhism, one item is the same with the ocean. Only one test, salty. Salty is one test in the world. The eight miracle of the world of the Buddhism, right? Uh, I believe that. So tribalism is everywhere. Just like in our late sweet princess, they in problem because of tribalism. I believe, I know, right? So, in the literature, we learn Hiri and Odaba is the guardian of the world. We have to learn, uh, yeah, in this present life. Hiri Odaba maybe in this present time and also about samsara, right? But
Mm.
these days, tribalism and discrimination, we have to make less, mostly a tribalism. And also, here I learned about tribalism, this neighbor country, Rwanda. Rwanda, 1994 or 5, uh, they fight each other. They fight in 1994 or 5. Only two tribes, Hutu and Tutsi, 8,000, yeah, 800,000 people were dying within 1 month, right? Because of tribalism.
Mm.
8,000 people dying, I
Mm.
think within 1 month or 1 week, right? Because of tribalism. They said Rwanda genocide. We can learn. We can learn very bitter history.
Mm.
Even here, our Uganda, some people like tribalism. Our tribe is better than you. Our tribe is stronger than you, right? So, but in my opinion, if we can make less tribalism, our life, and also our country, our and also here very beautiful walls from Holy Bible. Love yourself and love your neighbor. That's all. This is very simple word. Simple word. Love yourself and love your neighbor. Very easy. It is also loga bala as a Christian. Love yourself, love your neighbor. Very easy. It is loga bala as a Christian. But here we are lack
Okay.
of loving each other, loving ourselves, lack of loving ourselves, lack of loving our neighbor. That is why we are fighting each other. Our uh, our country, our war, not peaceful because of that lack of loving self and neighbor. So we have to make less tribalism, racism, discrimination. It is a lokabala, as lokabala, in my opinion, right? So my opinion is that's all. Yes, thank you for your listening.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, Sayari, now you okay lah. Now open it up. Unmute yourself. Lao.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Let
We hear that. How do you define the meaning of guardians of the wall? What is it?
Yeah, good
most-
morning again, everyone. So we are discussing on the guardian of the world or the guardian of the Dhamma.
Guardian of the wall. Okay. The wall of the one.
It's such a big topic to discuss. Very, very big topic to discuss. But echoing to the teachings of the Lord Buddha, I ever heard one topic of the Dhamma that we say about Hiri and Ottappa. Hiri and Ottappa. If anyone can practice this, this Dhamma, if anyone can practice this Dhamma, we will be the guardian of the world. I I remember the Pali stanza like Hiri Ottapa Sampana Sukhatama Samahita Santo Sappurisa Loke Tevatama Tivuchare, like this. Maybe my pronunciation is not correct. Yeah. In Pali, we regularly chanting in morning, in evening chanting in here. Hiri Ottapa Sampana Sukhatama. It's like that. If anyone practice according to this two Dhamma, like Hiri Ottapa, one will be like the Deva. Even we are human, but if we have shame, moral shame, hatred, like that, moral hatred, yeah, we will be like a heavenly being. Yeah, this is the if we can be, if we want to be the guardian of the world, we have to be our own self, our own guardian. It means that we have to practice. It's something that we have to come to internal, internal, not external. We cannot control, we cannot manage anyone in the world except ourselves. At least maybe we can manage some, small community. Like if you are the manager, the leader in some organization, you can control your people. But if they are beyond your authority, like you cannot. The thing is that we cannot manage anyone. We cannot control anyone. The Buddha the Buddha told us to practice ourselves, to be our own protector. I am searching and then I found that in here Samyutta Nikaya, it said that Atanang Rakhanto Parang Rakati. Parang Rakhanto Atanang Rakati. Yeah, like this. It means that if you protect yourself and then you also protect others. So if we can guard our own sense, like our own sense, yeah, salayantana, our eye, our ear, our this sixth sense, if we can guard our interior, and then we can guard other as well. It's something when we talk about the guardian is something that we have to come back to guard ourselves, because we cannot be the world God, the world guardian. And of course, if we come back to be the guardian of the Dhamma, in case not the guardian of the world, if we are guardian of the Dhamma, it means that we have to study, propagate, and protect the Buddha Dhamma. Yeah, to be the guardian of the Dhamma. Yes, study, pariyati, pariyati sasana, patipati, and pativedha. Yeah, this the essence of of Buddhism. The essence of the way how we preserve our Buddhism is to study, to propagate, to protect, and to develop our own self. That is to cultivate our spiritual ability, to cultivate our mind, to practice according to the Lord Buddha's teachings. This is what I want to talk about. Yeah, I want to relate it to the Samyutta Nikaya, as I mentioned.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you so much, Patty. So to guard the world, we don't need to go very far. We just guard ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And now let's go to the practical field, because we got especially get from different country. Now I would like to discuss about the Buddha. Buddha is very famous in the world. We are not the most happier country is Buddha. As they say, how to say, the cross-national happiness. But nowadays, the youth are connected with digital media. The digital age come, how to say, of Jua come, there's a try, the use character, use the digital influence, use behavior. So I would like to know what innovative way is the Buddha using to help them balance modern technology with the traditional moral conscious. Buddha. So, before that, if you don't mind, please clarify a little bit about cross-national happiness. So for the audience, they may have some knowledge about that usage. Cross-national happiness.
Pandit Vishuddhi, your question is really tough, to be very honest. This is something I don't really think of. Yes,
Okay, no one.
yeah. Actually, firstly, the gross national happiness is, as you mentioned, that is the development philosophy of the country. So whatever we do in Bhutan, it has to be based on the gross national happiness. So we have two types of we have two categories, that the gross national happiness and gross domestic product, right? And then no matter how the gross domestic product is, great is, but if it doesn't support the gross national happiness, then we have to, reduce the degree of the gross domestic product. So that means that actually the gross national happiness is based on the four pillars. The four pillars are the cultural preservation and sustainable development, economic preservation and promotion of the religion and culture, and all of that. But and then the sustainable development economy means that for example, in Bhutan, we have a lots of trees, right? We have a lots of the mining sites. I mean, not really mining site, but we can mine a lot of rare earth minerals in Bhutan, like especially the stone, gypsum, and stuff like that. But somehow, if we try to do that one, so everybody can get rich very easily. If you chop down the trees in Bhutan and then export it to India or China, so I think there's a big marketing for that. But if we still don't do that, it's because it violates the principle of the gross national happiness, right? And so that is that's why the actually the gross national happiness was kind of the phrase gross national happiness itself was coined by the fourth king of Bhutan, by the name of His Majesty the King Jigme Singye Onshu. And when he came to the king's throne at the age of 17, and at that time Bhutan was, we didn't have internet, we didn't have modern educational system, and we were literally lacking all the modern, the facilities, right? So, but still, then the king was pretty much enthusiastic about the country's the happiness and well-being. And actually, that's pretty much it about the gross national happiness. And then, if you have further questions, then you can deal with that. And then moving to the second question, that how the youths are kind of maintaining the balance between the modern technology that is caused by the the globalization, and then the other one is the cultural preservation is very important, which in fact is one of the four pillars of cross national happiness. Well, actually, it's been kind of like in any other countries, in the world. We are also facing a little bit challenging that the youths love, especially the youth who are big fan of the K drama. They like to dress up like a K, the K stars, the Korean stars. And the youth who listen to the K-pop, they want to dress up like the the K-pop stars, right? And the youth who are big fan of the Western heavy metal band, they like to dress up and the show up like them. So, but that's definitely against the Bhutanese, the local values and the culture. But it's still then the youth, but the good news about us is that the Buddhism is the one of the key, a fundamental subject in every schools. The Buddhism, as long as they join the public school, they need to study the Buddhism. So the Buddhism
Oh.
and the Bhutanese culture is mainly based on the Buddhism. For example, the people has to follow the Panchashila, and then the man has to wear dress up in the certain way. That is also kind of kind of, how can I say, the mainly based by backed by the Buddhist culture. And since they have been educated in Buddhism at the very early age, so the culture somehow became the one part of their DNA. So that's why we don't really have to push them to follow the culture. And thanks to the
Oh.
the adaptation of the Buddhist culture, the Buddhism as one of the main curriculum in the one of the main topic in the curriculum. Yeah, so yes, there's challenging as just like everybody else face in the world, but yet at the same time, thanks to the Buddhism, people are also kind of adopting with maintaining the balance between the globalization and the cultural values, the preservation and the promotion of the cultural value. Yeah. Thank you so much, Venerable. Yeah. I hope I really answer your
Yeah.
question.
Okay. Maybe we will have time. Thank you so much. Okay, next I would like to get the floor for Laos Venerable, because now Laos urbanized rapidly, right? How is the Laos Sangha moving outside traditional temple wall to actively help the public with the moral issue like environmental care and youth mental health and so on? Unmute, Venerable. Unmute.
Yeah. So this issue actually somehow is not really related to the monks, I think. Yeah, because the decision maker is not the monk to deal with this kind of thing, like an environmental problem. But anyhow, monk can have some kind of activities like every year we have planting day, plantation day, like on the first, on the 1st of June.
Tree.
On the 1st of June, everyone, all the people. It means not all the people. We have to come together to plant the trees. Yeah, the monk also join this kind of activities. At least they lead the people to plant the trees in new temple or somehow, and they have some kind of tree ordination ceremony. Have you ever heard about this? So ordination the tree, to ordain the tree.
Yeah, I heard in Thailand.
When the monk find out some kind of
ordination.
yeah, forest ordination, like a forest ordination, tree ordination. If monks, they wander into the forest, they find out that these forests are very greenery, abundant, and then if they want to preserve that forest, and then they have this kind of activities. Yeah. For example, in my hometown, there's mountain, and at that place it used to be the temple for a very long time ago, but now it's a kind of ruined temple. And monks from the village, when they visit that temple, they bring with them with the rope and mark the tree, with the rope, In this case, we ordain the tree, we ordain the forest. And when people they find out this, they they may afraid of cutting down the trees. Yeah, we contribute to this very small activities, but not much. Not much, not like joining the like a
Well, when
NGO
you
or huh? On the
when
other
you
activities.
ordain the tree can be no, cannot
Oh,
be chopped, cannot be
yeah,
cut
for
down.
us, if we have shame, we have moral shame, we cannot cut down. But for those who don't care, for those who don't care, with that forest, they still destroy it. But mostly they don't do like that.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly they don't do like that.
Oh,
But anyhow, even in the
that's the
in
program now.
the preserved or protected area, even in the national protected areas, the forest or the mountain, in the very far away, remote area in the mountain, we cannot control that. Some of the forest, cut down
Yeah.
by some kind of clients. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. We cannot control them. Actually, come back to ourselves, thinking that we cannot control them. But as a Lao Buddhist monk, we have
That's why you need.
contribute to. Yeah. And anyhow,
Contribute to
the forest area in Laos is about nearly about more than 70% more than 70 of the countries
all the
that
country.
cover all the country cover the forest. Yeah, it's maybe
So,
may not like unlike Bhutan. Maybe Bhutan more more trees than in Laos. Yeah, but Laos is a mountainous area. It cover nearly more than 60%, 60 to 70% of Laos is mountainous area. So that's why our country cover rich forests. Only the area that belong to some individuals, they cut down their own trees. In this case, we cannot control them because in Laos now there are many projects like allocating the land. Allocating the land. It means that they divide the land into different plots to sell. Yeah, if they are the owner of the land and then they cut down all the trees. Maybe 2 years ago, one of Korean monk. Have you ever heard Pomyun Sunim? Most venerable Pomyun Sunim. He came here and then I guide him. I guide him to the mountain, the forest and the mountain. Yeah. The temple in the mountain. And then when he visit that mountain, and then he overlook the vicinity around the mountain, around there, and then he saw many of the trees cutting down. Then he asked me, why the tree over there cutting down? And then I told him that that belong to individual, not the government. It means that they have the plan to sell the land to the people to people. In this case, we cannot control.
Right.
We cannot control them.
Get out.
But the thing that is is very concerned in the mountain. The mountain is a national protected area. It covers 2,000 acres actually. Cover four provinces. But the trees there, the pine tree, cutting down a lot. Because I went to the mountain last year. I was, I trekked to the mountain with a group of monks and I found out that a lot of pine tree cutting down. And then, as a monk, we cannot do anything. And I asked, I asked my senior monk, the leader of the team, can I post in the on the Facebook? I asked him. He told me that for him, he is owner. He's own already. He is not afraid of anything. But you still young, he said. You cannot do. If you post, how other monks, maybe other monks cannot come again. They may not allow other monks to come to the mountain because the monk, spread this kind of thing to the people. And then he told me like that. So this is very serious issue. Anyhow, we cannot do anything. We can contribute on only small activities like planting the trees on their special occasion, like on the 1st June. Yeah, every year.
How about youth mental health? How about youth character? Youth mental
They
health?
cannot do. They cannot do. No one can complain about anything about political issue here. Only for the
for the young generation, how Lao Sangha member?
They cannot do. They can contribute to only like for example, some kind of pollution, some kind of rubbish, whatever. Yeah, they do some kind of 1 bag a day, like that. 1 bag a day is mean that they collect some rubbish from here and there, and some corners of the city that they see is not tidy, and then they collect this kind of thing. They can do. But if they will do like a big project, like an environmental campaign about this kind of thing, they cannot do. Everyone have to keep quiet. You do understand what I mean? Yeah. You asked me very very serious question. Pante, most venerable.
So you totally accept. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, understand. Okay, very the connection. Your side connection. Okay. Sorry, so sorry for that. So sad for hearing that. Okay, never mind. Now just move to another Venerable Uganda Seattle. Now you are here. You are sharing the Dhamma in non-traditional Buddhist region. Venerable. Well,
Hello? Hello, Ubisuda?
what created strategy?
British strategy. Hello?
The moment we can hear you, please speak.
This internet was interrupt. Okay, everyone. Thank you again. So here, Uganda is a Christian country. Christian are common, and also as a Buddhist, here no problem. And also, when I was in Myanmar, I think this African people are bad and also criminal. And also, I think I was thinking like that. But now I'm here for 3 years. And also, even this Uganda, and maybe Buddhist country, because of people are polite, people are friendly and polite, and also no dangerous for everyone, only a few. So that's why I am teaching Buddhist knowledge, my novice monk, villagers, students, just like that. Mostly, I used to give Dhamma talk um, about love, about uh, people are the same. People, because here many tribalism, discrimination, and also sub religion here. As a Buddhist, it's very difficult to control their mindset because of they were Christianity or Muslims since they were born. So I teach them every person, every all living being are the same. And also, even I cannot believe some people they have never heard about Buddhism. In this world,
Mm.
they don't know Buddhism is existed or Buddha was existed. They don't know. They don't know. That
Mm.
I
Mm.
so what is Buddhism? Buddhism, God no God. So what is Buddhism? Do I need to renounce my family religion? No, you don't need to renounce, right? You don't need to renounce. Just learn. And also, the most difficult, the most question I face is if Buddha is no God, why we worship him? Why should we become Buddhism? Ah, that, uh, every visitor asks me if Buddha was a normal person, why we worship? That time I was shocked. Yeah, he was right. He was they were they were right. But we are not worship Buddha as a god. We worship as a great teacher. So I used to give five receipts and also as we said, Loga Bala, and also four Brahmacharya, four and also middle way. Yes, this is my experience at a Christian country as a Buddhist leader, as a Buddhist monk, and also I see many potential in the future.
Mm.
We will see Buddhist African Buddhist leader, right? Uh,
Mm.
and also people are polite, friendly, and also towards are easy to teach,
Mm.
easy to towards a guna, towards a goal. So they are easy to teach. So yes, here as I said, I am now as stay as a special. I just stay just like a village abroad. Teachings more than
Mm.
sharing more than leading our Buddhist Theravada, Buddhist literature, Buddhist culture and tradition, just like that. So I think
Mm.
these are my experience. Thank you, everyone.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, Randy. Even the small thing, even the small candle, you can light, spread many
Yeah.
light.
Thank you.
We really appreciate, we really. Okay, the next, I would like to ask, I would like to get the floor, Venerable Dhammasara. About the Myanmar, we know Myanmar is very famous about meditation, Vipassana meditation. So, when the people face major external crisis and instability, how can Vipassana be used as a predicate tool to help them maintain inner peace and resilience? Sarah, Nidhamasara, unmute yourself.
Yes. Hello again. when we talk
Yeah.
about daily problem, especially the mental instability and depression, and especially the, our daily issue when we face in our country, especially. But to connect with the main things of our today forum, the guardians of the uh, war or guardians of the human civilization. And we can develop the inner layer of our our guardians, inner layers of our guardians. So we call that the, the inner guardian as a healing, easy to establish our inner layer. For example, in from Buddhist perspective, we can say that the awakening the hiri, awakening the hiri for oneself is sometimes very important. For this manner, for this for this case, we trying to establish ourselves. For example, using the mindfulness-based meditation methods or the Tibetan approach from Buddha Dhamma, we use in our country for individual development, for achievement of the individual enlightenment. We trying to develop the inner inner layer of guardians as a healing. So when we establish such kinds of inner layer of guardian, we use the meditation approach. We use a meditation. Very century ago, we try to establish since Buddhism arrived in our country. We try to create our inner guardians. Maybe it is working. It is working for inner layer of the guardians as mandate development, especially to deal with the daily crisis, to deal with the instability of our human life, to deal with the instability of our current situation, facing daily in our homeland. But we trying to uh, face with the inner layer of the guardians. But it's actually working. But what we feel is the outer layer of the guardian, especially the otapa, for society, to build the peaceful society, to build the prosperous society. We might probably fail in our country. We might probably fail. That's why it's not easy to build together Iri and Otapa to be perfect. The inner layer of the guardian as a Hiri, we can develop ourselves to awaken the Hiri. It's just simple and it's just easy. We can manage ourselves. But to enhance the outer layer of the guardian for society, we fail. We probably fail. But I hope uh, one day we will have such kinds of opportunity to build peaceful society, peaceful institution, allowing the peace, justice, and whatever we require for our society. I think one day we can do it. We can do it. But nowadays, so far I know, as a meditation practice developed in our country, we only trying to establish to develop our inner layer of guardians. Not much for the outer layer of guardians, especially for our society. But one day I believe
Mm.
we can build. We can build.
Mm.
We will have an opportunity to build such kinds of to enhance our outer layer of the guardian Ottava, and to awaken our inner layer of the guardian and Hiri, joining together and then developing together, awakening Hiri and enhancing the Ottava together in our country, especially in our homeland, Myanmar, by using the Buddhist meditation approach with mindfulness-based meditation approach as Buddha taught. This is what I believe in future. We have such kinds of opportunity and potential. But we do have the potential. We do have the potential because we have very long history of our human civilization. We fail, we survive, we fail, we survive, and in very long time. And then it will continue for a long time. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah. So our meditation cannot go outside the wall or the temple, cannot go outside the wall or the meditation center. So we need, as a policy leader, we need to spread, propagate the mindfulness beyond the temple, beyond the wall or monastery.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much, all the speakers. Now, this time, Q&A session, I will open the floor for the audience. Okay, everyone, you are feel free to comment or to ask questions, but please be careful that if you are going to ask questions, please, if you don't mind, introduce yourself. If you don't mind, turn on your camera. So it's time for the audience. To anyone, you can raise a question. There's many, we still have many participants. Comment, any comment? Okay, Venerable Siyabala Lingara.
Thank you, all the panelists. Now we have to listen the different country from the different country from the different teacher. I have got many knowledge like we are different, but we are the same.
I
as
cannot
Buddhist.
hear him.
Oh yes, please wait.
No, it's okay. Maybe his side program.
Here.
Mm.
Huh?
Now I can hear.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Vanessa. First of all, I am very thankful for the whole event. For this nice, I got many knowledge from the different country, from the different master, for the different perspectives. So, now, tonight topic is the guardian of the world, the Hidian, the Uttara. So, my question is what is the critique of this Hidian Uttara? I mean, we all know about that Hidian Uttara, the guardian of the world, according to our Buddhism, according to our perspective. But what I want to know is what is the critique of this two, the guardian Dhamma, the two phenomena like the Hidian Uttara. How should we decide whether he is the one who had the guardians or not? What is the credit?
Criteria,
Yeah.
the norm,
Yeah.
right? So for this question, who would like to answer? What is the criteria or the period or the criteria of the one who had guardians of the walls? And the Dr. Nguyen, would you like to answer for this question? From Buddha perspective.
Um, um, am I audible to you guys? Am I audible?
Yeah, okay.
Am I audible, right?
Wait,
Okay, good.
yeah, we got it.
Actually, yeah, I didn't really expect that the question would, go to me, but yeah, somehow Venerable Vishuddha asked me to answer that question. So, Venerable, thank you for your question, and I believe that I have touched upon that answer a little bit earlier, but yes, to answer your question, that um, there are different types of normally in Buddhism. In Buddhism, the entire description of the samsara is full of suffering, right? There's the samsara in general is full of suffering, and no matter wherever you live, wherever you go, right? And as long as one is in the samsara, there's no way that one can be free from the suffering, which means the problem and the issue or the crisis are always there in the the world, in the devil's realm, in the animals realm, almost everywhere as long as one is within the realms of the cyclic existence. And then to address such kind of problem, I think the like the Venerable mentioned earlier, that the mindfulness, right? So almost all the problem are in the world these days are pretty much like the creation of our own, right? There might be some problem that is being like because of the past life's karma, right? The karmic effect of the past life. So concerning about that kind of karma, I mean that kind of suffering or the problem, there's nothing much we can do about it except taking the except accepting the fact as it is. But there are also the certain type of crisis that we as a human created. For example, the family problem, right? The problem within the family, and then the kind of discrimination between the communities and stuff like that. These are the man-made problem. So for that kind of problem is because of lacking the not loving kindness and mindfulness and stuff like that, and that's we can something that we can picture from how can I say that something that we can you know something that we can go through our own experience. For example, when we are not really mindful, then we tend to speak nonsense, right? We tend to speak harsh, the hateful kind of hatred speech and stuff like that. But once we are mindful enough, then we can avoid a whole lot of things like that. So that avoid that kind of problem, the thing is that firstly we need the mindfulness as prevention, and then once the problem is already started to happen, then we can just forgive it with the loving kindness and forgiveness and all of that. Yeah. So I'm not really sure if I answered that question properly.
Okay, never mind. Anyhow, it's okay. I just want to hear from Penelope Tamasara to this question. Can you get some more
I think
opinion?
I can share my knowledge about the criteria of two types of guardian from the Buddhist perspective. I'm also thinking about the query, the question the Shin Binyabala raised. This is very beautiful questions, and we should ask such kinds of things. How can we judge? How can we judge who we are? How can we judge who we are? There's not always easy for us to judge. To judge. This is not our status to judge the others. But we have to. We have to. We have to. Even at the Buddha teaching, we have even at the beginnings of the Buddha teaching, for example, two extreme, avoid two extreme, for example. This is the very basic foundations of Buddhist teaching. This is the suffering. This is the cause of the suffering. This is the cause and conditions of uh, the the cause and religions of Buddha teaching. So we have to understand the cause and condition. What is the cause? What is the effect? What is the action? What is the reaction? We have to understand very well. But from the Hiri point of view, even the Hiri nobody will judge you, but you from the self point of view, nobody will judge you. Nobody will judge. Nobody can judge. Uh, uh, but you have to do it yourself. So from the self point of view, that's why I said the Hiri is the self innerly of. You have to judge yourself at the beginning. But from society, from Ottawa point of view, the outer layer of the guardian, the society will judge you. But depend upon the society, the judgment will be different. The judgment will be different. Where you are, who you are, or what you are, based upon such kinds of position, they will judge you. You will be judged. You will be judged. You will be judged. That's why, so from two aspects, from Hiri, nobody will judge you, but you will judge by yourself. But from society point of view, from Ottawa point of view, society will judge you, but based upon who you are, what you are, and where you are, and what you are doing. So this is the combinations of the two guardians. That's what we call. And this is from the Buddhist perspective. This is what I understand. Thank you very much for your question.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah, I got a lot
Well,
money.
well,
Yeah.
sorry for just very small question. I have a question to Paul Dhamma, who started talking about this inner shield and outer protection, whatever. Shiri or Chapa. What exactly are they in Myanmar? Paul Dhamma?
Can I answer?
What
Yeah.
exactly
To
do
you,
they
the
mean
Yeah, you
question
in
is
can you can
Myanmar?
answer. You can
I
answer
love it
because
when you say
Okay.
Hiri or
Okay.
Chapa.
Yeah, thank you
here
very much for your.
Otapa is Pali, is the Pali language. Maybe most venerable Thamma Pariyaya can explain to you. Okay.
Thank you very much for your question, Jagamaji. It is very nice inquiry from you. I know there will be some question from you. That's why I'm choosing the terms as the inner and outer. Because the Hiri and Otapa in Pali terms, we call the shame by yourself. It means the inner layer of the guardian. The Otapa is the fear
Is it something like morality
fear
or?
from others. The fear from others, not from you, from others. So that's why the outer layer of the. This is what I understand. What I understand. But they are together. They are together. They are side by side. This is my short answer.
Can I give more explanation about this? Here is mean that when you have
Sure.
when you feeling shame, in case if you will do something wrong, you feel shame. Shame we call moral shame in English. Moral shame. It means that if in case you will commit any kinds of immoral action, and you feel shame, you feel shy about this. And otapa is mean that you feel fear of the result of doing that. You know, you at first you feel you will be shy or shame, and the less you feel like if you do something wrong like that, the result of that action will bear in something not good for you. That is the way of Hiri and Ottappa. In this case, if someone will do something like an immoral action or violate any kind of morality, like a precept, even nobody see you, you see yourself and you feel shy about this. Yeah, in in um in the secular world, I mean, in the world of the lay people, they may have someone to observe you, to see you. They have police to investigate you when you doing something wrong. But in the in the Dhamma way, even nobody see you, you feel you have your own shame, moral shame, and you're afraid of doing that. Yeah, that action. Do you understand what I mean? This is the way of
Oh,
Hiri and Ottappa.
thank you very much. Yeah, it helped a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Thank. No more, no more question. But I really like to appreciate all Pobo speakers
Okay.
talking about this guardian thing from many different perspectives. Now that I could see things in picture like morality, shame thing, and the strong pillars that we need, and what you also said like sustainability and all these stuff. Yeah, these are really important cues and prompts. We won't be able to find the solutions over the night, but it really makes us think and how to guard ourselves and from us to others. I think these are all good takeaway points. Thank you all, Pombo speakers, everyone. Thank you very much. Really
Okay.
appreciate all of you.
Thank you for your question and comment. In that case, I still remember when not clear, we had a simile for this Hiri and Ottappa, right? One simile is the iron, the very hot iron, the fire iron, the fly cannot touch because he afraid. That is it, Ottappa. And another one is some object, the dirty object like ice cream that we can't touch, but we feel shame to touch this object. And from the Tathalini commentary, someone still remember? Messia Pralingara? Maybe you correct Tathalini commentary, Tamasingani commentary.
Yeah, Pandi, I forgot everything, Pandi.
Okay. Okay, for another participant, you are welcome. Question or comment or contribute your idea regarding this area of the wall. To anyone, you can ask the question. And no question, we will go on our agenda procedure. No question. Okay, as I share the agenda earlier, before we end our program, I would like to request from the panelists, the takeaway message from you, takeaway message for the audience. So at first, I would like to request Venerable Dhammasara, you give the takeaway message to the participant about a minute or 1 minute, 2 minutes. Very short message.
Okay. So thank you very much for tonight International Buddhist Online Forum. It is very wonderful for us to hear and to witness the contributions of contribution on the Buddha Dhamma from the various angles of the world, from Africa and especially from Asia, and even from Bhutan, Laos, and of course my home homeland Myanmar. We share great knowledge, and maybe simple knowledge, but it is very uh, beneficial for us. But today, what I learned from this forum is the understandings of the two pillar, understanding of the significant nature of uh, two phenomena in our human society and human civilization. We call the Hiri and Ottava, and shame and fear in general, but shame from the wrongdoing, and shame from the darkness, and then fear from the wrongdoing, and fear from the wrong evil result, and if we are from the darkness. So these are the beauty of our human civilization. So since the beginning of our human civilizations are established in their own way. Different region, a different country, a different society, they build their own. But in common, one important thing is this two pillar. This two pillar is one and only, but it is very unique, and it is very compact. So in only two words, we can understand the Hiri and Ottapa, and shame and fear. Why oneself, from oneself and from society. So this is the combinations of the building the human civilization throughout the history. This is what I believe. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are, we are built with such kinds of phenomena for our human civilization. So that's why from today tonight online International Buddhist Forum, so we as a takeaway, we just learn from the one simple thing or one special things. It is the Hiri and Ottava. I think it will have to sustain for a long time of our human civilization, millions years in future. Thank you very much.
Mm. Okay, thank you very much for your presence, Venerable Dhammasara. Now, Venerable Buddha Theoro from the Buddha, can you give us the takeaway message?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank all the Sangha member here. It's such an honor to be getting to interact with all of you wonderful venerables, and I have immense respect towards the Sangha, especially the Theravadin Sangha, from every single every corner of the world. So it's really such an honor for me to getting to know you guys. And actually, I don't really have a very takeaway message or something that such a wonderful tips that you can apply and immediately change your life, right? Because I myself is not really confident in myself. What am I going to do in the future after this meeting? What am I going to be doing tomorrow, right? So since I myself is not really confident into myself, I don't really say that this message would really definitely change your life or this is a game changer or something like that. But still then Venerable Vishuddha requested me to say something. So just for the sake of Venerable, just to fulfill Venerable's request, um, we all know that we are human beings, right? The Buddha's core message of the Buddha, the Lord Shakyamuni Buddha is that interdependency, right? Pratitaya samupada. So of course we are interdependent to each other in terms of the both the living things and as well as the non-living things. Let's forget about our interdependency with the non-living things, but think about the living beings. And among the living beings, forget about the animals, devils, and ghosts, and hungry ghosts, and all of that. Let's just speak about the human beings, right? So we human beings are very much so deeply interconnected with each other. And when we are interacting with each other, if you don't have the compassion or the what do you call the warm heartedness, not the not the loving kindness that we just express with the mouth, but one that we can feel from the bottom of our heart. When we sing somebody speaks bad, instead of immediately getting triggered or reacting, how dare you say this to me? But rather take a deep breath and then, oh, maybe he or she's might be going through something, right? And maybe she or he might although his nature is not really that bad, but due to such circumstances that pushes him or her to behave in such and such way. So why would I be bothered, right? So instead, what we can do is, instead of the immediately getting the immediately showing anger, but we can instead share, smile and politely. Maybe you can ask them, "Are you okay?" or something like that. Okay, not just the verbal and the physically, but also the from the warm heartedness. So that, I believe, is how we can interact with each other through pure loving kindness and compassion. And then mindfulness, I'm pretty sure most of the audience here are from Myanmar, so the Myanmar is being one of the kind of source of the mindfulness meditation center. So that's why all you need to do is just don't keep the mindfulness when inside the meditation center, but also take it wherever we go, whatever we do. So yeah, three things: mindfulness, loving kindness, and compassion. Guys, please apply that one and then genuinely do it. Thank you so much, everybody, and very, very happy to see all the Sangha here.
Thank you, thank you. So we got Metta, Satit, another one. Okay. Thank you so much.
Karuna,
And,
Karuna.
Karuna, compassion. Venerable from Laos, please give very takeaway message.
So again, I would like to express my sincere thanks for inviting me to join this program. As today we are talking about the guardian of the world, I insist to say that if we remember the two dhammas, or the dhammas Hiri and Ottappa, in agreeing to Anguttara Nikaya, I found out that in Anguttara Nikaya 2.7, we found out this. It is called Lokapala Dhamma. In this case, it covers the precept also. Cover the precept. If we have only two topics of this Dhamma, I mean two items of this Dhamma, it can help us to observe our own precept and all kind of things, wrongdoing or evil deeds or whatever. We cannot do other kinds of evil deeds if we have if we have this kind of Dhamma in our mind. Yeah? And according to the Abhidhamma, I found this is called Sopana, Satharana, Satana, Sopana, Satana, Cetasika, Hiri and Ottappa. Yeah, it is a beautiful Dhamma, beautiful Dhamma, beautiful mental, beautiful universal mental, characteristic of the Dhamma that we have to observe. And of course, to answer to the question that Asin Siha Palangara asked about, what is the criteria of criteria of someone who want to become the world guardian? I think nothing beyond the 5 precepts and the 5 precepts. If anyone observe 5 precepts in the world, they can be their own a guardian of their own self, and as well as at the world. But the thing is that not all of the people in the world observe 5 precepts. That's why they have war. They're fighting each other. So we cannot have this kind of criteria to other people. But if they turn to us to listen to the Dhamma talk, to learn Buddhism and to know the 5 precepts, the world peace prevail, I think. This is the point, but not all of them, of the world, people of the world, observe the 5 precepts. And of course, the Dhamma that the most venerable form Bhutan mentioned, that is metta, Brahma Vihara, loving kindness. So if we have this kind of thing, this kind of Dhamma, we will live happily in the world and within our society, community, and spread loving kindness to the world. And of course, it's just the mere Dhamma, it's just the mere theory. If we just know only the theory, we have to come back to ourselves that how much mindfulness, how sharp mindfulness, mindful we are, we have to cultivate, we have to practice ourselves in order to be a good example for others, to share this kind of wisdom of the Buddha's teaching to the world, at least with our own community, our country, and then people will come to learn with us. Maybe nowadays, as the power of technology, people come, can access to any kind of knowledge, even Buddhist knowledge, Buddhist philosophy. Other people, if they interest in our in the Buddha's teaching, they come and learn, practice by themselves. Nobody wants war. Everyone wants peace. But what way, what means of peace they will gain? Someone want to gain peace by war, but for us as a Buddhist monk, we need peace by practicing, observing ourselves, guarding ourselves, our sense, observing precept, and practice mindfulness. That is what I want to leave the message. Thank you very much.
Okay, no more than 5 precepts. Huh? If we practice,
don't forget 5 precepts.
Okay, thank you, Venerable. Okay, Venerable, Sarah from Uganda, your practical war. Let's give takeaway message, very beautiful message.
Yes, thank you for giving me that chance. Whenever I give the talk in Uganda, I add some word. Think about that. Is possible or not? And just end with that word. Think about that. Is possible or not? I give the matter about Brahmacharya, Amida, Garuna, Murida, Upeka. I give with example another story. After that, when I about to end the Dhamma talk session, I just give the word. Think about that. It is possible or not?
Possible or not?
You are created by a God. Is it possible or not? As also Shansiabala criteria of Hiri we have to think about that. It is criteria. Just believe and think about that. If we follow Hiri can save the world. We have to think about that. Is it possible or not? Think about that. Only another why Hiri and Otaba, Morashe, Morafia can save the world. Why? We have to think about that, right? This maybe my takeaway message for everyone, and also my opinion about today's topic. Hiri Otaba, right? We have to think about, and also we just believe. We just believe. Firstly, we have to think about that why or how or where Hiri Otaba can save the world, guardian the world. Why guardian? One guardian, one guard the world. We have to think about that. And also, if we have the answer, we have to follow. Start from us. Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. Whenever we have to think about that, it's possible or not. No. Okay, now our programs come to end. Thank you so much, all the Venerable from different country, from Venerable Bhutan, Laos, Uganda, and Myanmar. I'm really proud of being with you here. I would like to share my small token for our present as a small gift. I will hand over this certificate to you very soon. Of course, we had discussed a lot to guard the wall. Yeah, we cannot, we ourselves or no single person or one nation cannot protest this war. But we can, we should not ignore thinking that we cannot do anything. Okay, just leave it. We should not do like this. So we should do something. My motto is that something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. That's why we should collaborate to guard the war as much as we can. So we will think about is it possible or not. I think it's possible. Okay, we will keep in touch. I hope we disclose very often. We can see such a online forum, and we can collaborate. We can contribute some small message to the war, to guard the war as much as we can. And hopefully we can see you again very soon. Huh? Thank you so much, all the Venerable, and thank you so much, all the participants, for joining our program.
Excuse me, Bande. You make liver Dr. Dhammachara or Dr. Nandachara. Please check again.
Yeah, I know this because the program or the party.
Yes.
I know,
Okay,
I know that.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, it's time to conclude our program by reciting Buddha Sadhana Season 3 times. Buddha Sadhana.
Sadhana Siran Dictator. Buddha Sadhana Siran Dictator. Buddha Sadhana Siran Dictator. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, all Pompom. Stay strong, faith. Jama
Thank you very
Pinky
much.
Pasi Alo.
Okay, thank you everybody. See you. Bye bye.